Everybody's checking the crypto charts out right now. What's happening? Is something mooning? Why are they dancing?
You're listening to music now? Oh my gosh. Hey guys.
What's up, Eric?
Welcome in, guys.
Eric got a directed to him Cosmic Crypto
Thank
video
you.
today.
What happened?
I said Eric in the Wolfpack got his own little directed Cosmic Crypto video today. Directed just at him, just reply to him.
Hey guys. What did you reply to? Oh, that was him in the comment that
Right.
I saw.
Right.
Yeah. I like Eric Watson's the dude. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys. Hey. Is it OZ or Oz? I've heard people call you both things. Is it Oz, like the Wizard of Oz? Thank you, Carolyn. Is it like Oz or is it OZ? Do you know?
I'm gonna go with Oz because I did a video today based upon the Wizard of Oz.
There we go.
And it was so funny. So in the comments today, because obviously, you know, me losing my main account, right? People don't know who the real Cosmic Crypto is. So today, it was so cool. Someone had commented, if this is really you, whose backup account are you on? And who have you been going live with recently? I love that. They're asking questions.
That's the thing. And at the end of the day, sorry guys, I'm just sharing out the live. If you guys could tap the screen, share out the live, that would be awesome. I usually miss a bunch of people. Thanks for being here today. Yeah, like at least they're asking because.
Right.
Oh, thanks, Oz. Nice to see you. Thanks, Francesca.
I was so disappointed when you was in the Oz show.
Look at this thing.
Oh.
Wow, I like that. Who just sent that to me? I don't know who sent that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Oz.
I think it was Oz. So I seen his Friday and he had like the panels open and I'm sitting there just wanting to smash requests. Like I'm holding back because I look over to my right and Normie wife is sitting there. Right? Right? Just like waiting for me to getting into something else besides focusing on the basketball game with her. So
whatever you're supposed to be focusing on.
I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get you next time, Oz. I'm coming though, bro. I'm coming. Do another one of those panels again, bro. I'll definitely hop in.
I actually went up the other night. Thank you so much. I actually went up the other night in his live. And
that's what I'm talking about. I was jealous because you were there and
that night. Yeah. That was a good night.
Now you got where the story's going. I meant chat got it. Where you been?
I'm trying to share this out and it takes me a while. You know, like it takes me a while.
You're doing the technology face. I call this the technology face when you're into it and you don't quite know. It's the same face I give when I'm trying to do the boxes on TikTok. When I put too many boxes on or something, I mess something up.
So much, like all the time. Like there's so much going on TikTok on a regular basis.
Somebody said, why are we spamming the pineapples?
The pineapples are hey, the one. Nice to see you.
Oh, buy the dip. And we're about to talk about that. We're definitely about to talk about it.
Yeah.
Catch up. Why is the same way? Yeah, I know, right? It's like I get my crypto time.
Blake, the pineapples are back and they're screaming.
I know. And no one else knows what that is.
Thanks, randomly. Were you talking about my hair or Cosmic's? Sorry, he doesn't have any.
Hey, I do have some hair. Look, I got some on the sides.
Barely. You're hanging on for dear life there.
This right here powers this all.
Hey, Fredrum. Hey, the one. Random Lamo. DeVenzo is in here. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Trillion. Hey, Trillion. Nice
we always get all the coolest crypto bros. Like they all like, oh shoot, the cool show's coming on, and all the cool crypto bros come over to our page.
Well, hey Brian, nice to see you. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for all the gifts that you guys are sending our way. I know today's like a big day in the markets. Hey Bullish, if you get a glass pineapple and put it upside down on your shelf, I'll forever quit. You know what? I think maybe I could. Let's see, like over here, there's like a little bit of room. I could get a glass pineapple to put up there. As long as nobody else sees it, just you guys.
Is there a PO box where we could send things?
There is a PO box, yeah. Yeah, I can. Yes, there is.
Okay, we're gonna share out Bullish Babe's PO box, and we're all gonna send her stuff that we want Joan in
I
the
have a
background of her videos. Anything you want, Crypto Bros.
Jay Heat says, I won't quit. He doesn't care what I do. He's not going to quit with the pineapples. Thank you, Jay Heat. That gives me comfort.
So a lot's happened since we last spoke last Friday, right?
So what happened? You tell me what happened. What kind of event happened?
Some type of fear event occurred.
What was the fear?
Oh, I'm so tired of talking about this. I mean, how long have we been? It's been what, since April?
Both,
April.
You and me both, buddy.
You're like, I'm so sick of Cosmic talking about this fear event, and you never know what the narratives are going to be when they come, right? You just know that, hey, look, Bitcoin typically does some type of ABC correction before it gets out of this point. I don't know what the narrative is going to be at the time. I just know somehow magically they come when they're supposed to come.
That's right. And it did. It came, I think, right around where you thought it was going to come. Right?
Yeah. So I've been saying 95, 98K is where probably that sea leg would end at. So, however, we hit 98K, and we were talking about this earlier, and I had made a video on this today. I'm not letting my guard down that Bitcoin, that another little stack onto the fear narrative takes Bitcoin down to 95, 96K.
Yeah. I
think that possibility exists because we've seen that happen so many times, even this cycle. You think that's it, and then, got you one more time. And that would really demoralize sentiment.
It's not over. And actually, 96 is what I'm seeing in the charts. Like that is my kind of bottom, I think, is like the 96K range. And that's if we slip through that pattern to the bottom support. And if we do that, I know, I was saying to Steve before, see, that's what.
Oh my God, I've been revealed. The mask is off.
Everybody look him up. But that's what I was saying to you right beforehand, was just, looking at the charts right now, and everybody, we've had this big dip, and now we've had this bounce, and everyone on the bounce, because the charts look how they look. Thank you so much, Deb. The charts look how they looked. People are going to think this is it. We're going. And it just seems too easy for all the traders who are looking at those charts and looking at the patterns that keep breaking up now. It just seems too easy to me. So I don't know if this is it. Could it be? 100%.
It has happened one time. I've seen it happen one time.
Oh, there's bubblegum.
I've seen it happen one time in the past, where it did just. I think it was actually last year. Yeah. I think it was actually last year. We seen something very similar where it didn't quite hit, that bottom. It just kind of wicked to it and then took off again. So it has happened once. So obviously if Bitcoin just starts shooting out of this and heads back to 110, 111, that will give us confidence to know that was the bottom at that time.
I just don't want to miss some of the questions that are coming up.
No problem.
Craig said, if the financial institutions are using RippleNet and having to buy XRP, how will that affect the XRP price? Do you want to take that one while I look at the other questions that are here?
I think what would affect it more is the news leading to that. Right?
Buy the rumor, sell the news.
Yeah, I think it would be huge. You got to think. So people are buying and people are selling, and there's a whole bunch of transactions happening. I don't think it's dramatically going to change the price at the scale it is now. Anyway.
Thanks, Sass. Nice to see you.
Down the road, let's see. But to start off things, there's a ton of buying and a ton of selling, and different transactions and movements.
Country. Oh, there we go. You threw in your way.
Thank you.
Thank you, Country. Guys, if you don't follow Country, Jay Heat, the Venzo's in the audience. I'm trying to think of who else. Francesca. There's a lot of, and if I didn't, Oz, if I didn't name you, I'm sorry. I will catch you on the way down. But there's a lot of good content creators in here, guys. So please do follow them straight for the live. I'm Chelsea. I'm Bullish Babe. This is Cosmic Crypto. Wait, are you on your Cosmic Crypto account? Did you get it back?
No.
What did you do? Rename this one? Cosmic?
Well, the week went by, so I named it Hey Crypto Bro at first, right? Well, then people started to forget my name. They're like, oh, it's hey Crypto Bro. I'm like, shit, I'm already forgotten. So I waited the 7 days where I could change it at least. You know, when you search Cosmic Crypto, I'm at least there with all the fake ones, right? I'm like one of the ones. Maybe people get lucky and they land on the right one. You know it's me if my profile, like I always use the TikTok avatar because if you don't know this, the TikTok avatar actually moves on your profile picture for like 3 seconds. Like it does some type of movement. They can copy the picture of my avatar. I have yet to see someone duplicate the actual movement of the avatar when you go to the profile page. So anytime that the scammer takes me out, speaking of scammer, I heard he took out Alex Costa. I also heard he took out Alex Popovich. Popovich, one of the two, right? So I guess it was mess with Alex week, or maybe they're going by alphabetical order.
You never know.
Started over or something. I don't know.
DeFi, did I miss a gift that you sent? I'm so sorry. Oh, DeFi. Oh, follow DeFi Mike. I didn't put him in the audience. It's because I didn't see you until right now. So I'm so sorry.
I filed a report today with the FCC on this incident, on the scammer.
What'd you say?
I said I went, so I was asking TikTok, you know, I'm doing research. I mean, it's not TikTok. I'm asking ChatGPT, hey, look, what are some different ways I'm trying to, you know, I then told it everything that's happened with my account, the scammer, and I really found out a lot of good information. But I asked, like, what are some different things that I could do to really try to get my account back and make this aware that, you know, this were happening to other crypto creators. And one of them that ChatGPT said was to file a complaint with the FCC. And it literally just took a couple minutes, just going to their website, clicking the button. And if enough people do it, then they really take action onto that, right? They won't probably just do it because Cosmic Crypto said, you know, is in trouble. But hey, if a lot of the other creators that's either been banned or if you like the support, you could totally do that. I even went to Twitter and, you know, made a post and put the TikTok support, you know, for those guys.
Well, I got
Chow, the CEO of TikTok, and I'm like, my account's been banned.
I mean, I got a he reported another one of my videos, so I put in a support ticket. I got like 5 messages back. Each one of them was looks like your account has violated something in the past, and I'm like, yeah, thank you. Then I wrote back like, I need a real person. And then it wrote back the same thing. So it's obviously just,
it's broke. Okay. TikTok is literally broken.
It's broke. Mr. Sir said, when it comes to sell time, how do you do this while the networks are clogged? So I always say, have a couple of off ramps, right? If you only have Coinbase, if you're trying to get back into fiat, you only have Coinbase, get Kraken or Gemini. Chances are they won't all go down at the same time. Doesn't mean that they can't, but always have another off ramp in mind so that you're not just stuck with one, because Coinbase, as solid as they are known to go down at congested times. And actually, I think it happened the other day. So make sure you have a couple of off ramps so that you can try to get off if you can.
Trust me, if some type of black swan happens, you're not getting it's not happening.
No, yeah, and that's
so make sure you've already have taken profit prior to that event happening.
I mean,
right?
It's a black swan. How would you know?
Oh, come on, you know.
I don't know.
At the very top there's always a black swan. We had no idea it was coming.
There we go.
It was a black swan.
Didn't show in the charts at all either.
Even though the charts say that, yeah, it's probably over with.
Follow your dreams, follow Bullish Babe. I'm so glad you're here, Devento. I never see you anymore. Let's see, OZ, crypto, the market still hasn't felt the full effect of the previous tariffs. So what Oz was saying is that they're saying that there's going to be retaliation tariffs. And maybe that could be the thing that brings us down to 96.
It could be some kind of, the market's already scared, shaky.
Yeah.
Some type of little narrative, maybe it takes it down, not enough where people are just like totally, I'm done, but it definitely kill a lot of sentiment. And at the same time, you have to be thinking too, and a lot of people don't think about this, let's just say that you have recently gotten to Bitcoin, let's just within the last, 6-7 months, right? And it's been around that like 100K mark. And at what point have they started getting tired of being distributed on?
I just zoned out for a second. Could you just repeat that last sentence? I completely ADHD zoned out on you. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. All right. Blah, 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 blah. So imagine you bought Bitcoin within the past 6 months, right? Yeah. At what point are you tired of being distributed on, right? Where you're getting bored with the price action, right? And you got a bunch of money tied into Bitcoin, and you're starting to think, you know what? Maybe I need to start moving some stuff into altcoins, right? Yep. Maybe start seeing narratives with that, right? So I still think, as a whole, the market, once we get out of here, won't shoot up together. I think there'll be some type of bullish Bitcoin narrative that gives it the rocket fuel to burst out of there. And I think at some point that Bitcoin dominance will fall. And we'll see some altcoins explode.
You were saying before that you don't think this is not financial advice. Thank you, Bob. But you don't think this is a bad time to buy alts, even if we are going to go down to that 96K. Hey, money. Angel Talks Money. If you don't follow her, please follow her. Guys, if I'm Chelsea, I'm Bullish Babe. Cosmic Crypto. I started this and didn't finish it because ADHD. If you don't follow us, please follow us directly from the live right now. There's a lot of copycats. Cosmic has lost his account. This is his new one. Hopefully he'll get his other one back. But for now, if you could follow us from the live, that way you know that it's us and not a copycat. We're also part of the Wolf Pack. If you're interested in joining, we've been having crazy trading sessions in there, like 3 or 4 times.
You're like I got a new nickname for you. You're the Shib Queen. Shib Queen, right?
Thank you, Lily.
They've been trading Shib like every freaking day, crypto bros.
Yeah.
Longing, shorting. They found some kind of unlock thing or something that defies the matrix, and they just keep printing in there.
Unlock things. But there have been quite a few trades, and a lot of people are doing really well. So if you, and again, not financial advice, but Philip is a really good trader, and he's in there. It's usually me and him hanging out, and then Matt's in there. And it's like fast trading, but there's new people in there too. Like Deb has been in there. Tracy, thank you so much. There's a lot of new people in there that are just learning too. So if you're interested in that, we also have live streams, like, I don't know, a couple times a day. We're all in there at least once a day. We have a podcast, and you can have access to us. Just like there's 8, 9 people in a live. So you can come up and ask any questions you want. The link is in my bio, which is my link tree. And the first link is the Wolf Pack. So you can join there. It's just $25 a month. And it's pretty good if you're a new person in crypto, you want to learn and be able to ask questions. It's a really good community in there, and we have a lot of fun. So there we go. So you think that, so looking at everything that's going on right now, you think that we may have one more day. So tell me how you are doing the ABC corrections and why you think we may wait a little bit to do the bottom again. Hey, Web3. Nice to see you guys. Follow Web3 Glossary if you don't follow him as well.
I took a test the other day, and it said I'm mildly autistic.
You're smart, you're detailed, you're hyper focused on things. Like, aren't we all a little mildly? Right? I mean, my son's autistic, and
right,
but like very high functioning, So he just, I don't know. You're not like super socially, like, you get social cues and stuff, He doesn't get
yeah, just not in real life.
Only in here.
Only in here.
Yeah. Well, yesterday,
it took us almost 3 years to warm up. I didn't start doing these lives until we started doing these lives. So maybe.
Maybe, but it's not a bad thing. You know, we were at the pool yesterday, and my husband and I, thanks guys. My husband and I were sitting there, and my son just like comes over and he's talking to us about like some game or something, and I like look at him. I'm like, buddy, you gotta give us reference as like what you're talking about here. Like, he's like in the middle of just like looping the conversation. I'm like, is this Minecraft? Is it Fortnite? Who are we? You know, like, so like that's where it like really shows. It's just like he will talk to you about what you are interested in for about 2 minutes, and then it goes right back to whatever he's interested in. Like there's not a lot of like.
That's how I do my conversations with people too.
Is it?
Yeah, because I just get bored when like the surface talk. Like I get so bored with surface talk. Like I'll sit there and I'll be like shaking and.
Yeah. You can see it in our podcast. You can see it in our podcast on Thursday night. Everyone else is paying attention. All of a sudden, like Cosmic will like just go into his own little world, and, like be on his phone. So I'll text him and be like, "Is this the point? Is that what's happening here, right in the middle of the podcast?"
I can't help it.
I know. I mean, so today the news. Let's see what happened in the news. Like Fiserv, that whole thing with Circle and PayPal. Did you see that? Starting a stable coin. That's like
I've heard about it. I know they're going to do it. But you know what? Let's just see them do it, right?
Yeah, I know. There's like a lot of
easier said than done, right?
And a lot of stable like this. What do you think about like this? Like everyone having their own stable coin. Like, right?
Is it weird to say that? To me, like stable coins are the the true CBDC.
I was just gonna say.
I'm just gonna say it, right? Is that a conspiracy?
No, it's not. They are the same to some degree, right?
To some degree, right? To some degree.
Once institutions start all having one, right?
It's gonna be weird, right? It's kind of like it's gonna be hard to explain, but there's gonna have to be a lot of transfer fees, and this is where they're gonna make their money. Transfer fees. This is why the banks are involved. They're all going to have their own network, so they could charge their own gas fees, because that's what institutionals and banks they do, and that's how they make their money.
Yeah,
charging fees, ripping us off. Think about it. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have enough money in your account to make this check? Well, not only are we going to make you negative that check, but we're going to even hit you a little harder.
Water from a rock.
Not only you're broke, now you're really broke.
Yeah. We just want to remind you how crappy of a situation you're actually in. We want to make it crappier. If we can do that.
Not to mention your $11.99 monthly subscription came back and charged your account, and so we gave you another fee.
But we let it go through. So we're going to charge you $20 on the $11 that you overdrafted. Hey, Crypto Bat, nice to see you. Punish the poor, Jessica Pennington says. That's what the system's pretty much all about.
Yeah, I remember the different days. I mean, even the voices that I see talk about Bitcoin today have dramatically changed from, let's just say, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Michael Saylor is relatively newer talking about it, believe it or not, right? Before there was others and stuff, but to me it was more like, the FU money to the
Yep.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. And I think it has changed a lot. Your resident said, "Can we talk about cosmic crypto ceiling?" What's happening on your ceiling over there? Clouds?
Well, that's a cloud. It's just not on. And then there's like a ring fan. I know. I should turn it on for the videos, right? Like, I had this cool background stuff, and I never even use it.
Yeah, I know.
I seen a TikTok video of how to make one of those cloud ceilings, and
then you did it.
I did it.
Hey, so you have that in one corner, the hex lights in another corner.
The hex light above us.
You're just taking up space on your ceiling. You're like 1 project, 2 projects.
I like lights.
Web3 says Sailor wasted no time once he started ramping up that dude. Except he bores me. I can't listen to him. Like, yeah. I know he's smart. Like, I get it. It's just like Elon. I know he's smart. I don't want to listen to him for an hour and a half. Like, he says the same stuff. He's got that weird nasally voice going on. I don't know. That's like monotone. It's rough.
It's real rough.
It's rough. It makes me fall asleep. I can't do it. Where's the whiteboard? What white? Oh, you must have a whiteboard in your office.
No, right? You have a whiteboard. Yeah, I have cardboard.
I have a whiteboard right there, but you must have one in your office. No?
No. Because I go out and I use Sharpie.
Can we talk about the rumors that Web3 Glossary joined the wolf pack? We can talk about it, but I think it's rumors because I haven't seen him in there. And he's just going to be mad. I think you're trying to get a rise out of him. Web3 is hanging by a thread, working in silence. I feel like a lot of people on here are. Anyone who has projects right now, I feel like they've like taken a step back and they're working on their projects right now because TikTok's a little crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially with crypto content creators getting banned and targeted. I mean, this is nuts.
Look,
I would never have predicted this, right?
What? This TikTok thing?
Yeah. Because here's the thing, right? So let's just say there's certain like chains that you do like and you do talk about, right?
Yes.
Well, another chain, some of their marketing money could be used to hire a service to ban some of the most vocal people that's talking about a specific project.
Yes, I agree with that. And that could, I don't know what's happening here. It's interesting. Fred Rum said neither one of you have the attention span to go to the whiteboard. We absolutely don't. Or if we do, there's going to be a lot of drawings up there. I can tell you that right now. In different parts of the whiteboard.
Okay, I'll go to mine. We'll go to the garage, Crypto Bros.
You have one. I knew it. Blockchain energy drinks. Hey, how are you? I saw you in a stream another day too. What's blockchain energy drinks? Is that like is it a project? Is it an actual energy drink?
I have no idea. That sounds like both things I don't want to have anything to do with.
What, blockchain and energy drinks? You don't want anything to do with them? I
want nothing to do with that. I'll just keep buying more HBAR, more XRP.
That's it. Web3 glossary TikTok is just some TISM and some ADD mixed together with some MH stuff. Oh yeah, you need to.
This was today. So the trash man's been giving me weird looks. I think he thinks I'm in a cult or I'm practicing gang signs.
You know what I think he thinks you're doing? I think he thinks you're practicing writing your M's.
Yeah, this guy's struggling.
He's like, he better not try cursive or else we're in real trouble. There you go. Well, nice job with the M's and the Sharpies.
Also good news. The It's Over Crypto Bros have started entering the comment the other day when things were happening. So that was cool to see. Because I haven't seen them for a while. See you in 4 more years.
Which Crypto Bros are you talking about?
It's Over Crypto Bros. Those are the ones that come out during the bearish times when historically it's been the greatest times to buy. It's over. You're so wrong. Your exit liquidity.
Yeah. Well, 1 billion in liquidations. That's a lot.
Love it.
That's a lot. Love it. Smash it. Right?
Smash it.
It looks like I have like some kind of rash going on, but it's not.
Bitcoin goes down to 96, 95K.
Yeah. I feel like, so Oz says, I feel like it may possibly be over. What do you mean, the crash, Oz? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think like from the charts, it looks like some things are really heavily bouncing, but that doesn't mean that we can't go up and hit a wall.
Yeah. I mean, it's 95, 96 is still in the play until proven otherwise, right? Bitcoin starts heading up 108, 109, you know, starts just blasting up, then yeah, then that bottom is definitely in. And it has done it before. It has done that before.
Yeah.
But I would just say
remind me to get a hold of Moist Mike after this, because I've been telling him that I'm going to get a hold of him and I keep forgetting. So if you talk to me later today, please say, get a hold of Moist Mike. Moist Mike.
Do you have a rubber band next to you?
I'm so sorry.
Do you have a rubber band next to you?
No. Why?
You have this whole office and you don't have any rubber bands.
No.
All right, go to the store, get you some rubber bands, and then you start putting them on as reminders.
But you think that I'll remember what the reminders are for?
You will every time you look at your wrist.
Okay. Well,
and you can write on it too. You can write on the rubber band.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I said I think the bull run may be over. Not 100.
Oh.
Wow, that's an interesting view. But that's interesting. The Moistest Mike. I love that name. I don't like the word moist, but I like his name. Yeah, no, bull run over. What do you think about that?
There's always a possibility, but that's just not what I'm seeing.
I don't think it's over. I know that I know I was on a stream of Oz's the other night. I love the crash. I'm stocking up on everything Hundreds Club said. Bullish. If he doesn't want your merch, my wife can wear it around your community. Our community. He lives very close to me. No, it's not the merch. I have to send him something, and I just haven't. I keep forgetting to do it. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I don't. So I was in one of his streams the other day where he was just talking about the world in general, and he was sitting in his I think like a fallout shelter. I'm not joking. He was. And you know, my husband's a bit of a prepper, a little bit. And so I understand it. But he was talking about like everything that's kind of piling up in the world right now. Right. And I think at the end of the day, like we could see another black swan, which is what we're just talking about. Like this was a little black swan. You could see like a bigger one.
The whole thing could burn down. You're right. It could be the worst thing ever. Or I'm just saying.
Or not.
Everything might be okay. I mean, it's so funny that crypto bros will mostly bet on the extremes. Yeah. Just like, you know, during fear events and everybody's expecting price to go lower, right? But it doesn't. That was the lowest it could go. But the expectation is go lower. And people's algorithm, you know, what you guys are looking at on TikTok and on YouTube is really just, you know, a reflection of yourself. And if you're always chasing narratives and looking at narratives, you'll always have narratives. There'd always be a reason to be scared, a reason to have fear during these times. Historically speaking, though, those were the best times
to buy. Yeah. Angel Money was saying she's been hearing other people talk about 112K being the top. What do you think about that?
I sure hope not. I'm thinking more 125, 130.
You know what you're thinking. You said it already.
I mean, we're heading. I mean, this is the sentiment that you would normally see towards the end of the sea leg, right? This is exactly, you know, people. They're very skeptical. They're not believing that we're really going to get out of this. Things doom, gloom. It's all bad. Like on the bottom of sea legs, the crowd is always very pessimistic at this point. Just like in the tops, they're very euphoric, right? And look at the crowd behavior right now. The behavior, number one, is scared, which shows me that we're still in a bull run because, and you know, the people don't fear the dips after in the bear market. They're more like, you know, they're high-fiving each other and excited, right? But in the bull market, every single dip, there's fear. And we've literally just watched. I mean, it's so funny because, I'll make my bullish videos and stuff when when the price goes down with my belief of it going back up. This is not the first time I've done that. I've done that since Bitcoin was at 30K, 40K, 50K, when all of a sudden it was the end of the world and this is the end of everything. And it wasn't. The worst thing that people were thinking that could happen didn't happen.
Yeah.
Right. And Bitcoin price moved up. Crypto, moved up. Right. So
yeah,
I have to believe that I'm going to just bet on the worst possible thing not happening. Call me crazy.
Call me crazy.
Call me crazy.
Interesting, like to see what happened like yesterday and today, like this weekend and then today, right? With the bounce, because I was saying earlier that not only does it look a little too easy right now that this is the big bounce and that we're going up, but just this crowd sentiment when it bounces like this, and even though we're like not back up to where we were, people are like, you can see it all over, TikTok. We're headed to the moon, kind of thing. Like, this is it, big bounce. Like, let's go. And
we're the smart ones.
Yeah, we're just like a little rationale, like just a little bit of like, yeah, this could be a bounce. It could be the bounce, but we don't really know that yet, And I mean. I think,
but if not, we're so freaking close.
Yeah.
Oh, like I said, since April, we've been talking about this fear event to come. And watching some of my older videos, I said, when we get down here, sentiment is there's going to be people shaking out. Whatever the scary narrative is, they're going to be scared. They're going to be shaken out. Sentiment's going to be bad. It's over. Crypto bros are going to be out. And this is why I guess I'm not afraid, because this is
well, at the end of the day, like we're also long-term holders too, right? We're not like I trade too. There's a lot of traders in the market right now, but it's a hard market to trade. Like, even seeing
day trading. Yeah. I can imagine it'd be tough.
It was tough. It was really tough. We saw a lot of things that eventually are working out, but in there, the volatility was crazy. In these times where people are panic selling, and then there's people panic buying, when they see that it hits certain lows. I
love that.
Yeah.
Melissa said, hearing a lot of pessimism right now, except the ones that believe in their projects. And totally, this is what it feels like, what it sounds like when you're close to the bottoms, right? Because every time the market has to reset when it's all excited and we have a huge pump and the candle's moving and Bitcoin shooting up, the market has to reset before it continues, right? And in sentiment, right? The sentiment has to, and the next thing you know, oh, surprise, the worst thing didn't happen.
And not only that, like,
shoot up.
People don't understand that also, like, even if something looks bullish, chart wise, right, and it looks like it's going to go up, it has to have enough volume to go up, and the only way it gets that volume is if it liquidates people to the upside or to the downside. That's where you get that big volume push, and people don't understand that. They'll see something in the chart and think this is definitely a pattern that is bullish or definitely a pattern that is bearish, and at the end of the day, if it doesn't pull back to some degree either way and doesn't gather some liquidity to have a big push through, it won't do that. Even if it looks like that in the charts. And so the volume, like, it's interesting watching where the volume pockets are, and how that's going to move. And this morning was a perfect example. We saw things that looked exactly like they were going to break out of a channel or exactly like they were going to break out of a falling wedge, and they just didn't, because at the end of the day, there wasn't enough volume to break through at certain times during the day. Your resident said, Bullish Babe, what's your trading strategy? I think you're asking when you trade. I have my own, and when I teach trading, I try to teach the fundamentals. Thank you, Willie. Thank you guys for all the gifts, for just hanging out with us today. We really appreciate it. The best thing you can do is tap the screen. The heart knees always help the algorithm. Thank you for a lot of those. Sharing it out is great. We are also starting a YouTube channel too, so we'll start sharing that a little bit, so that you guys can go ahead and follow over there too. That'll just be the shows, so that if you miss them, you can actually catch the entire show over there, which will be good. Thank you so much, Casey. So my trading strategy, my training for trading is to actually teach people the fundamentals and then what I know. And then there's other really good traders in our group too. So we actually, there's two of us right now that are kind of going back and forth, and we see kind of the same things, but in different ways. And so then you can take from what we do to actually make your own trading strategy. I've learned and taken a couple of things from a couple of really good traders, but I don't follow their strategy directly, because if I did, I wouldn't see what they see and the way that they see it. So you kind of have to build your own from taking other parts of other people's. So that's my trading strategy. I actually don't use, I use 2 indicators on my chart, and that's it.
What do you use?
I use the 2, actually I use 3. The 200, I use the SMA, the SMMA, and the Stokes. That's it.
Yeah, I heard you always mention the Stokes.
Yeah. And that's all I use. But Phil, who's the other trader in our group, there's a couple of good traders, but he's the one that comes on the most. He uses a lot of RSI. And so I always will ask him, this is what I'm saying, what's the RSI look like? So he can tell me, but it may not be an indicator that I would use on the regular, but I like to know what it says from him. You know, it's crazy. It was a typo, trading. Yeah, I figured you meant trading. Let's see what else is in here. Hey, Chameleonaire. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. He's one of Crypto Chick's mods.
Okay. What's happening?
Have you all seen long-term alt charts? Most won't get back to all-time high because they have more coins in circulation. Are you talking?
This is why you pay attention to market cap, because you're able to see the inflation in a coin by charting with its market cap.
Yeah. And a lot of them have had like recent unlocks. So, which I think we saw like affected that one day that we had a little bit of a dip. I think we saw that affected it, but it didn't affect it as much as I thought it would actually.
I don't think like a lot of coins are going to go and set new all-time highs. I think it's going to be very few that actually do. Mm-hmm. I think most though will hit some type of retracements from their 2021 run. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, 2022.
Even in retracements, thank you, DMAC. Even in retracements, there's a lot of money to be made right now, right? Because
a ton of money.
Not even close in a lot of the alts right now.
A ton of money. I mean, you know, just say like, for instance, Algorand. You know, if Algorand goes from 16 cents to like even $1.50 to $2, I mean that's huge.
Crazy.
I bought so much at 8 cents.
Most of them haven't even started their run yet. Like that's what's so weird about. I think we were talking about how your resonance. I did see that. Look at the volume weighted RSI. I will take a look at that. I'm happy to look at other indicators. I just don't use a lot because I have such ADHD that when they clutter it, I can't see the patterns, which is like my superpower, I feel like, with trading. Not always accurate, but that's what I see.
But I think Bitcoin will obviously get the boost first, right? Some type of forced FOMO.
Yeah.
Forced FOMO. And I think that will give the juice to Bitcoin to go ahead and pop out of here. Probably go into like a bull flag first and then pop out. Yeah. For its last major push before lights out.
Now, I love how you describe it. It's just like we're going to go up.
The end is near.
Down. And that's where we're at, right? Hey, Takai. Hey, XRP Wifey. Great content creator. If you guys don't follow her, she's someone that I just recently followed. I've seen her videos before, but I wanted to make sure it was her. I wrote her afterwards. I was like, is it really you? She makes funny videos.
Yeah, I love her videos. I laugh at a lot of them, and me and her kind of makes funny videos, and I was like, man, it'd be awesome to make a funny video with her, right?
Yeah, why don't you you have to like stitch one of her videos?
I feel like a creeper, you know what I mean? Hi, I'm Cosmic. I might not look like the real Cosmic Crypto. You probably don't even know who I am. But I want to stitch a funny video with you.
I stitch like random people sometimes. Like randos. And they know nothing about them. Then they're like, who is this chick? Like, we don't care about her. What is she talking about? Crypto? They just pass me over. Hey, Nil. Thank you. Guys, if you don't follow Nil makes great content too. Great vibes. A lot of energy in that live.
He's so good on lives too.
He's so good. He's so good on thank you, Nil. He's so good on solo lives. Like there's not a lot of people that you can watch solo, but I can watch him solo, which is very different for me. There's not a lot of people that I watch solo, you know. Thank you so much, Nil. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I think I totally lost my place. What were we talking about?
I hold a fat bag of Polygon. Come on, give me.
Thank you so much. Wait, do you have potty? I'm tired, fam, but much love. Thank you so much for stopping in. No, appreciate it. Ponke says a lot of people capitulating and selling the bottom now.
It's so funny how I just did that video about capitulation.
It's so funny. It's so funny how you're right.
Like sometimes the timing is just so.
It's so funny how you're right on the ball. Oh, Jay Dan is in here. Hey, Jay Dan.
Jay Dan.
That is the real Nil. Jay Dan, if you don't follow him, excellent trader. Way cooler than me. Way cooler and plays way better music. But he has great live streams, guys. So if you're looking for someone to follow as far as trading goes and someone who's on every day.
That's what I love about you guys, like, you know, him, EQ Trades, and yourself, is you guys all you all put out a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
Right? You know, not one is so much better than the other, right? But you have a certain atmosphere, you know, like JD, he's, you know, his is like that cool music, that cool, you know, rocking and rolling there, you know. Yours is sometimes boring, not too boring, but you're very, not boring at all, very explanatory of what things are looking. Your atmosphere is very good.
Yours is kind of boring, not really boring. I mean, there's one more that's a little more tiresome than mine.
I'm just teasing. It's not boring, and it's actually very interesting. Because it's funny how like a lot of you guys go about different methods, but generally come to similar conclusions.
Yeah, that's what I like about being in the Wolfpack and doing it with Phil, who is, you know, again, a lot more experienced than I am. I think he's been doing it for like 7 years or something, and he trades like Forex and stocks too. But it's just interesting how we see very similarly. But he gets to it a completely different way and uses different indicators than I do. So it's just funny when things match up, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm not paying attention to. I know, JD, I know you don't come for that, but I do want to let people know that it's really fun to be in your lives, and you're a really fun trader to watch. And you'll explain stuff too, which I really like. I'm just looking through I know I missed a bunch of questions. Can't wait for all the people. Oh, so I was going to say about your capitulation video. I was like, you're so on target and so humble.
Because I'm just mostly overlooked. I'm like, sometimes I feel like I'm the most overlooked creator, yet I have a pretty good scorecard. I don't get them all right. No one ever does, but dang, I'm definitely on the all-star team.
You are. No, I think you are, and it just like sucks that you lost your account like that. Web3 said, when you're a good dude, you get flowers. Sorry, Dan. True. That's why I mention you every time you come in here, because you are a good dude, and people should be watching you if they're interested in trading. Tumble Tech, hello. Been a few days. Nice to see you. Magic Mike, nice to see you. Cosmic, can I just watch a Cosmic video, take a definition from it, and have that be my system now? He said.
Now it's so Neil said, flex your scorecard more, sir. And it's like, now it's hard, right? Because now my account got banned, right? Now my main account, I mean, obviously I have videos saved that was proof, but now the time, you know, if I don't get that back, like that timeline is gone.
Yeah.
You know, what you know, all the videos, you know, me buying Solana under 10, you know, watching Bitcoin through this whole thing. I mean, literally my content was almost like a story, right? And it just sucks that guy was able to take that. And he, like I said, he if you follow like Alex Popovich, I know his account got hit. I think Alice Costa. What is his last name? Costas? How you say it?
Costas?
Costas? I think so. Costas.
Maybe top three.
I just wanted to hear you say it because you did the S's really good.
Send them out.
Both of those got targeted, right? And I'm seeing more and more and more people getting targeted. And like, at what point are we all going to start banding together and do something? You know, and what can we do?
Yeah, like we said before, Punky says Cosmic is refreshing in the industry. He doesn't have an ego like the other influencers. Do you?
I really don't.
Well, thank you. No, I know you.
I don't. Right.
I wouldn't be up here with you if I thought you did.
If I'm wrong, I'll own it. You know, I was wrong about Bitcoin hitting 100K last year. You know, I mean, now it seems obvious. I didn't think the ETF was going to get approved.
Yeah.
Right. I knew that we weren't in a bull run though in April of last year though. Like everything was telling me that we're going to see retracements.
Yeah.
Right. And I was right on all the altcoins because they didn't do shit. They all fell down. There was no bull run.
Well, what sucks is your I told you so videos are just not going to be this. Like, it just sucks that someone is able to take this from you. It is like having an Instagram that has all your kids' pictures on it, right? Like, it's a journal. And it really sucks that someone is able to do that. Thank you, Tumbletick. That someone's able to do that and that you don't.
Is Neil still in the show? No, look, we need Polkadot to buy TikTok.
We need what?
We need Polygon. I'm sorry, I said Polkadot. We need Polygon. I know what I said. I know what I said.
The Polygon together.
I know it was a brand new coin. Is there a partnership?
Yes, there is.
We need Polygon to buy TikTok and get it all on chain. So none of my stuff has to be deleted.
Yeah.
All decentralized because it's not a fair playing field that people can just go. And just because you're talking about we don't like XRP. So you know what? We're going to ban people that talk about XRP.
Crazy.
Because I tell you what, it sure is a lot of people in XRP that got banned.
It is. J Dan said, did anyone see the Ripple co-founder woke up today?
Yeah, I seen that and like put a message out for like the first time. I don't know how true that is though. That's crazy.
Thanks, your residence.
You hope so. I hope so. That'd be cool.
Right? I mean,
we're getting close to XRP starting to have its nice little pumps in.
Yeah, it's crazy. What'd you say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I had a call come through, and then I talked over you.
I said, buying XRP is probably a great idea.
Is that what you said? Did you? That was not financial advice.
Not financial advice, but possibly a great idea.
Possibly a great idea. Maybe. I don't know. Where are we at right now?
Funny because I'm noticing the sentiment on XRP has lowered, right? Yeah. So at some point it had maxed out. Everybody on here was talking about XRP. You know, it was over $3 and something cents. That has reset it a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you can even see like Forrest, who's like big XRP, like he's even getting upset. Like, I was on a live with him the other night, and him and Country and Michelle. It was a great live, by the way. It was at 10 o'clock my time though, so I was a little sleepy. Thanks, Dill. But he was like, dude, he's like, I'm not waiting for this forever. You know, like I think people are starting to get to that point. Not that he's like down on it or anything. His videos are still up on it. Thanks, us. But
there's frustrations.
There's frustration. People are pissed. It's not even frustration at this point. It's like, dude, this was supposed to go. We've been waiting for this to go. There's all of this bullish news. Where is the price action? You know? Because
it won't move, crypto bros,
until
Bitcoin moves. Because the way this works is Bitcoin goes up, does unbelievably well, sets new all-time highs.
Oh,
wow.
Hi, thank you.
And the silly narratives don't matter when there's not a bunch of liquidity. And
dude, Nil's just dropping them on me. Thank you so much.
Like it's hot.
Killing it today. Thank you. Yeah, I think worst decision of my life was buying XRP, Joey V said. Do you still own it? That's what Country. Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
So seeing this and seeing all this sentiment turn negative on it turns me bullish on it.
I know it does. I'll buy some more right now.
Like, what do you mean? You didn't watch the whole liquidation event and not notice that XRP didn't crash like every other crypto did?
No, that's the thing.
You didn't watch that? You didn't see that happen?
They must be the scarecrow.
Or are we looking at price instead of market cap again?
Yeah. I can guarantee that's probably it. Right? I can guarantee. I could care less whether you like RP, XRP. Well, I could care if you like RP because that's not a thing. But if you like XRP or don't,
are you RP? What? Thank you so much for the money gun. But can we go back to RP?
RP.
First off, every crypto has at least 3 letters in it.
I was making my own. It's a new version. You know, I like 2 letters. I'm going to be different.
It'll be different.
I want to be different always.
Okay.
Yeah, that private jet one was the crazy. That was a crazy. I haven't seen that one. Thank you so much. And no, thank you. That's like,
yeah, awesome. Oh,
you guys are killing it. Thank you so much.
Killing it.
I really appreciate it.
But yeah, it all matters to Bitcoin, and we want to see Bitcoin do well, right? And we need to see Bitcoin really get up there, 130, 140. When we get to the 150s, 160s, I'd be so excited.
That would be. I
would be excited. Unfortunately, I'm only seeing like 140 to 50 maybe.
I know that's what you're saying. Joey B said, I had 1.2 million XRP, lost about 250K on it. Yikes, Joey. I'm sorry about that.
So yeah. He said what?
But you sold. When did you sell? When did you get rid of it, or how did you lose? How did you lose? Because you sold.
Eric Watson said, fake cosmics are sending messages right now. Yeah, so the fake cosmic cryptos are running rampant. There's no sheriff in town to hold them back. So they're literally have taken over me. They're not even putting me and other creators together and making this kind of like
guys, thanks for the follow. Actually, let me just reset the room, then we'll go to that. My name is Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. This is Cosmic. His account is banned, his main account. So if you can, there's a lot of copycats out there. If you're not following us, please do follow us directly from the live right now. Just click on our picture. It will bring you to our page. Follow us really quick and come back. Otherwise, you will get a copycat. There's like thousands of them.
Yeah, so many messages. So yeah, they must have learned that my account got banned, and now, and maybe this is part of it, right? It's the Cosmic Crypto clones. They took me out, and now they can capitalize on all my blood, sweat, and tears, singing into ledgers, listening to you guys tell me how many times it's over, like the past year and a half.
Thank you guys so much. Joey V said that he sold at one. Let's see, sold at one. It went from 125 to $1. Made it back. He made it back in Bitcoin. Yeah, guys, it's all about what you're convicted in, right? If you bought XRP because, at a time where everyone was saying that it was going up, and then you were disappointed in it not getting to where it was supposed to get to, there are people that lost money, and it was because there's a couple. They didn't want to hold through it. They didn't know what was going to happen with the case, and that's not bad or good. It's just a preference, right? But I'm glad you made it back in Bitcoin. Joey.
Kind of like waves in the water, right? Like once you almost kind of put it on, there's like a fear and greed index, right? But almost think of like a project. I mean, we just seen it with Zbeck, right? Yeah. Where more and more people started to talk about it, and the waves came stronger. And at some point, everybody was talking about it. Well, that was the top during that time period, and obviously it came back down, right? We've seen the same thing happen in XRP, right? When XRP started making that run to $3.20, it was all over the place. Started off slow, and the hype. And at some point, things have to correct. And I think a lot of people are impatient about it. And this is where they'll capitulate.
Yeah.
Time capitulation. Right? This is never happening. I'm bored. everybody maybe, oh, this new coin. Everybody's been talking about this new coin.
Yeah.
Right? And then they'll capitulate out of their bags and really miss that opportunity that I think XRP will deliver this cycle as one of the top. It's not going to be the only one. I still think a lot of other coins are going to do very well. I just think probably when it's all said and done, it could be one of the best performers because of everything lining up for a time period when there could be a lot of liquidity in the market.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. I just wanted to say Web3 to Kai, anyone else who has I know you guys just sent me like a bunch of gifts to complete my glossary, which I didn't even know that was, or my gallery, which was a thing. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of everything that you guys do. But I think XRP, I think people are in like a stage of like real frustration now. And if it doesn't, like, it's going to be very interesting. If it doesn't do what everyone thinks it might do this cycle, I think there's going to be a lot of dumpage.
I think we'll see something like this.
What
Sentiment keeps getting bad. It takes off, probably gets to $5. Bunch of people sell, thinking that's probably going to be the top. Gets to $6, $7. People say, oh, crap, I shouldn't have sold. I'm going to have to buy back in. Yeah. And then probably top out 8, 9, 10, 11 or something. That's how I see that playing.
They will buy back in because they always do when that happens, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing with in the bull, and we've talked about this a couple of times, where like when you're really in that fast moving bull, where you see the new project and now you're very tempted to leave the bags that you've been holding, even through like part of the bear market or a full bear market, to jump into something that may be new and shiny. And that's one of the things that I said was my biggest mistake in the last cycle was I had some projects that I was fully convicted in. Fully. I'd held through, through storms, through dumps, through whatever. And then I get to the fast moving bull run and I'm like, oh, this looks nicer. Let's just sell a little bit of this to get this. And then by the end of it, if I had just held on to that in the first place, my profit would have been way bigger than if I started to FOMO into like shiny objects, which included NFTs at that point, Sakai says, we appreciate you both too for free non-financial advice.
You're welcome. These are only just my suggestions.
And we're only people. Got to have a plan and stick to it. Tumbletick said, that's exactly what you have to do. And as far as an exit plan too, you have to look at what's your price prediction on XCM Onyx coin. Do you have any Onyx? No, I don't either. I don't hold it. I'm sorry. So I don't have a price prediction on that him. I like that his name is just him, just like him. Like, who's the guy? Just him. What are you thinking about there? Did you go into his own mode?
I actually thought of an answer. But I started doing the math and I'm like, okay, what was 4.236 extension from? I was doing some math and I was like, oh, maybe not. I don't even know what the price is.
I don't know what the price is either. I mean, I can look it up right now. Let's see.
No, don't, because we'll get totally derailed.
Okay, well, okay. I won't. I don't want you to get derailed. Thank you.
It's Monday. I'm not trying to work too hard. It's 101 degrees here in Indiana.
It's so hot here. Look at so I just turned my air conditioning down in my office. I should go turn it back on because look, I started sweating like blotchy, like in a second.
I'm sweating right now.
Yeah, it's hot. Like, and it's hot. And the other day, like I felt like I was going to pass out and I went to the thermostat and thank you, Tumbletick. I went to the thermostat and I'm like, it's 80 degrees in here. No wonder. Actually, I am going to go turn it down. Hold on 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Can't stop eating these sour gummy worms. They're so good.
Oh, dude. So my favorite candy is sour gummy bears, and I put them in the freezer. Hold on.
I don't want to interrupt things, but Normie wife just got home.
Oh, okay.
Normie wife made it home from work today. She's hot. How hot is it out there?
Oh, it's extremely hot. 100 degrees.
100 degrees?
Because 96 was going to be the high, but that's not the real fill. It's pretty warm.
It's like a weird, creepy van outside my office. Should I be concerned?
Beach Willis, babe.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Finally, I've seen you in plenty of videos.
Oh.
You guys are so cute.
We liked it when you and your husband did that one video and he popped into there. You need to get him involved more.
He's like, he has no social media at all. So this is like a new thing for him. And the fact that I got him to do a TikTok is like incredible. Thank you so much. He has no, like, he's off the grid completely. So the fact that he did that, I'm like, and now he's in our chat sometimes. So I'm like, I don't know.
Progress.
Yeah, progress, you know? So yeah, if he's on one, he said that he's not going to accept anyone's follows. He's just in here to support me. It's cute. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Did he accept my follow?
He might not have. I don't know. I'll tell him to accept your follow. I'll let him accept your follow.
He called me, what did he say in the comments? It was unbannable cosmic or something.
Keep coming back.
Keep coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back. Yeah, I hope you get that back. That would really suck.
Tell him how sad I'm about that, about my account being.
Oh, it was devastated. It was so sad. It's crazy.
It's so crazy that we have like all of these copycat accounts, but that someone can, and we can't get them to stop, but somehow someone can copy your entire account like this.
Right. It's kind of scary, actually. Yeah. Did yours get banned too?
I got banned one day for 5 hours, but I think what's happening is he's found bigger fish, right? Because I only have like 6,000 followers. So to him, like, why would I pay the amount that he's asking for that? I just start over. I'm new, you know? So, but 30,000 is a lot and 60,000 is a lot. So.
Oh, gosh, I didn't know they were asking that much money.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And another one, Alex, remember out of the morning show? He got his account banned today.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
He must be, because he had over 100,000, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's been working on his account, for a while. Like, he was here like last cycle too. So yeah, he's been there for a while. And I know he'd be mad because he was mad when TikTok was going to get canceled.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you work, like, the thing is, if you have sponsorships that need, like, you need to do stuff for them to pay you, then if you don't have a TikTok, it's gone. Like, those sponsorships are gone.
Yeah. So most people do pay, right? Because this is what they do. And this is what I've learned is they say, hey, either pay us or give us 3 people that you think will pay.
Yeah. No, Maverick, TikTok is doing 0 about it. Like, he was asking if TikTok is doing anything about it. They're doing 0 about it. They
wrote me a message. The scammer wrote me a whole message on TikTok. Told me I'm the one that did it, pay me, I'll get it back on, admitted everything. I reported it to TikTok. TikTok came back, said no violation found.
Well, didn't they actually say that you were bullying?
At one time they did.
You said bullying.
No, copycat or bullying. Yeah, like I'm not the real Cosmic or something.
SHA says I've gotten 3 messages from 3 different Bullish Babe accounts since I followed you. Yeah, and that's
why I have Normie Wife here.
Yes.
My superpower. We're watching TV shows. What's my superpower? What am I good at?
Figuring out the whole plot of the show.
Does it drive you crazy? Because now you
the investigation type of mentality that was in him from years ago.
And what are my odds usually that I'm right?
You're pretty right most of the time.
You heard it first here, Crypto Bros, Normie Wife. Everybody get up Normie Wife in chat.
Ruin the movie is what happened. So.
Like guessing, and he's like, "Oh, this is what's gonna happen." Blah 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 blah.
Thanks. Now we don't have to watch that. Yeah.
Sometimes some twists in there, but he can figure it out pretty well. He's pretty good at figuring stuff out.
See, that's probably why you have such a good time with like where the market is going, because it's the same thing, right?
Yeah. Constantly figuring things out, which activates my ADHD. Gives me that. You got it. The hyper focus. And next thing you know, Normie wife is mad because I've been talking about crypto all day.
And then she gets home and
I don't get mad.
yeah, at this point, she doesn't seem mad to me. So I think you're good. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Blink if you're in trouble.
XOX.
I'm just kidding. Normie wife's the nicest. Sometimes I make her out to be the villain. No, I always make it funny.
Crazy paying is feeding the alligators. Can't ever do that or they'll come back. Yeah, that's what we were saying. You can't pay them because
you can't pay the scammers.
The few that have paid them have set us all up for failure now, because if they pay them, then they're expecting us to pay them too. Since I started following crypto accounts, I've gained 100 copycat account followers.
Double Kings, my wife used to asking for personal shoe money. It ain't time yet, honey. That time's coming. It ain't now. Now we got to invest. There's this dip we got to buy. One last dip. Honey, buy this one last dip. It's one last one. I promise you this time.
I think I should promise her a new shoe closet. You get to buy the dip.
How deep is the dip?
She gets a new shoe closet and she gets to fill it up.
So I already showed everybody your shoe collection.
Oh, all of it?
Oh, we went through the boots.
All under the bed.
We went there. That's why I think you and Bullish Babe would have fun talking about fashion and things like that. Probably. And then me and Eric would talk about, because he's a prepper and he's into silver and things like that.
Okay.
But the problem is they live in Connecticut.
Oh, Connecticut.
We could be in the middle somewhere at some point.
Yeah.
I think that would work. Corruption and extortion on TT. What would you do if you have $5,000 to invest? What would you drop it in? Obviously, this.
How much?
What'd you say?
5,000.
My wife is mad till she wants money. Oz said, yeah. Well, that tracks, right? Yeah, 5,000. If you had 5,000, what would you drop it in? This is not financial advice. Blanketing that right there. And guys, if you're waiting for Cosmic to answer, follow us from the live. If you haven't followed us, please. We have a lot of copycats, so if you follow us from the live, you will not get one. It will be actually us. What would you drop it in?
Okay, so me personally, I would probably split it up between H bar is still a really good buy to me. My targets for where it could go versus where it's at now, I think it could at least hit 80 cents. Okay. And I think that's a good profit margin. That could be really good. I think that's actually pretty feasible in market cap. I would think more if they didn't have such inflation from printing a lot into the last bear market. They have worked on it and it has gone down tremendously, but still a little high. Yeah. But yeah, I'd probably that. ADA, I think some people are still a little offsides on ADA. I think that could be another strong one. And then I'd probably put the rest into XRP.
Okay.
But most of my stuff would be
biggest bag platter. Is that what you're gonna do?
Made in America.
There it is. Wow. TumbleTick just said something really funny. I think I'd like to try to pay them something. Pay them a visit.
Right.
Get the SEC to investigate.
Yeah.
I'm a prepper too. Oz says meet in Amish country in Pennsylvania. Thanks, Francesca. Thanks for the follows, guys.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, this is a great live today. It's always a great live with you guys. We have so much fun in here.
We even had Normie wife on this live. That was awesome.
I like the Normie wife on this live.
Yeah, I told you guys would be buddies.
Really well, I think.
Yeah,
and you would probably with Eric too. It's You
guys, you can convince her to let me, blow the 401k, put it into crypto.
That I'm gonna do that for you.
I think it's all gonna crash. We need to get into crypto.
Thanks, Marco. I know. I that's the thing. Just 401k is just so funny. So if I had $5,000, what would I put it into now? Sakai, thank you so much. Thanks for leveling up. TumbleTech, thank you.
Oh, that's
Hi, thank you.
What? This is like a magical life, right?
Thank you so much. Thanks, TumbleTech. Thank you guys.
Bro, it just doesn't stop. That's so freaking cool.
Keep on going. Thank you.
I just want to eat them.
you so much. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
You guys are so awesome.
If I were to have $5,000 extra right now to put into something, I think I would definitely put a little bit more into XRP, for sure, but not like a ton. Even though like I believe it's gonna go places. Let's see, what else would I? I'm just looking at my chart here. I think I would put some into Pepe, actually. Whoa, Takai, thank you. I love those fireworks. I think I would put some into Pepe, actually. I think of all the memes, and I'm not like, huge on memes. Oh, thank you. I'm not huge on memes right now, but I think Pepe is one that hasn't done like a huge, I think it has the most potential, actually. I think Pepe and Brett have the most potential of the memes right now.
Pepe and Brett.
Yeah.
It's not Dogecoin.
No. I think they've
not Shiba.
No, I love Shiba, and I have quite a bit, and I think it's going to do a nice run. But I think Brett and Pepe, not financial advice, I think they're the two memes that I would put some more into right now. I think they have a run in them, and they haven't really done it yet. Whoa, Takai, look at that positive. Thank you. I would put some into Ondo too. And I think AVAX is a little bit quiet right now. I would put some into AVAX too.
Yeah.
Right. Those are my.
I actually have a bag of that.
What'd you say? You have a bag of AVAX?
I carried it for years. Carried it for years.
Yep.
AVAX is in my bag. It's not the hugest bag in the world, but it's like a decent amount.
Good enough. Yeah, I think Ondo is one that I kind of faded a little bit, and then I bought some. And
I have zero. I have zero Ondo.
You have zero. And why is that?
Because I don't really like the newer coins. You know, I don't like the newer coins.
You're like a crypto curmudgeon.
I am.
You are.
I only like it if it were to like FUD and like fall on its face. And then I'll be like, when everybody's FUDding Ondo, then I'm gonna be a buyer of Ondo.
Yeah, pays too. Yeah, I like Ondo. I'm not gonna tell you what my bag is, but it's small. It's smaller, and I would like it to be a little bit bigger because I do think it has potential. ASI or Render? What do you think about ASI or Render? And hold either one of those?
No, but I think Render will do pretty good. Yeah, I have never looked behind it, and they're swapping to their new. They swapped to their new token, right?
Render?
I think so. Because I remember Coinbase was taking them off. I think.
They did. Yes, I think they did. I don't know if they're back up though. Are they back up? Can you buy them on Coinbase?
Could be. I think they could be.
They should be. Yeah.
I hold like a little bit of, not a lot, but a little bit of Polkadot. I do hold some.
I like Polkadot. I like Polkadot.
Because it's development data.
Yeah.
At some point, they may release something like huge. Mm-hmm. And when liquidity's right.
Yeah. I like Polkadot a lot. Actually, I forgot about them for a little bit. I hold some.
There's a whole bunch of coins that we just forget about, and I think some of them will like pop off things we haven't heard of about in so long. Oh, Oregon Trail, just the graph. It'll be random ones, right? It's gonna make a lot of people say, "Oh, wait a minute, I didn't even think about that coin. I'm gonna go buy some."
Yeah, Jake says, "Y'all like Sui?" Yes, I do like Sui, and so does Sui.
I've been in Sui since 67 cents.
That's one of his big claim to fames over here. Sui. What's the other one?
I was on the morning show saying, "Hey, you know what? I think Sui could be the next Solana."
Yep. And
this was when it was like I had bought it 67 cents and it was like 87 cents, and then Alex was like, "You should take profit. It was like 87 cents or something, about 20 cents. Token. You better take the profit.
We have to be nice to Alex right now. He's
banned. He can't defend himself.
He's banned, and he got turned into a judge with you and him. So the other day I had a Popovich.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the morphed.
Yeah, it was
clone.
Cosmic Crypto and Alex morphed into one with an animated, and the picture was the PFP was like an animated judge.
Cosmic Popovich is what it was called. This is the account name. Cosmic Popovich. I'm interested at this point. You got me interested. I threw a follow.
Here's the thing that's so like crazy about these copycat accounts, right? Is that they obviously know that like we roam in circles, right? So we all know each other. Do they not think that we're maybe connected to like some of these people? And then they just like morph them, and then you look in it's like Coach JV Cosmic Crypto
Right.
Glossary, and
Coach
it's like
TY, and it's like my picture or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. Someone J Pill said he has a $3 million bag of ETH. Should he be worried?
You have how much?
A $3 million bag of ETH. Should he be worried?
No, I wouldn't be worried at all. Depending on when you bought in, though, obviously. If you're already underwater.
Yeah.
But I think you'll be fine because I think this is going to be more of a rotational play. Mm-hmm. And I think that layer ones are like Ethereum, XRP, and some others are going to be in the best position to soak up a lot of that liquidity. Mm-hmm. And to think that Ethereum is not going to do anything is crazy. Most of the Web3 is built on Ethereum.
Yeah. Yep. I have a love-hate relationship with Ethereum, but I still think it's going to do well. Maverick says, nice. I like Sui a lot. More I've researched, the more I bought. So I was very active on Twitter before I came to TikTok. And one of the things, and I roamed in a bunch of different spaces there and hosted a bunch of different spaces. One of the things that I noticed about Sui early on was that a lot of the projects that were built on Sui would not only rep their projects in spaces, they would rep Sui in spaces. And so that's what got me interested in Sui, was that everyone that's built on them, it's kind of like all of the Ethereum projects going on and marketing their project and then saying, and guess what? We're going to market ETH right along with our project as well. And that's what the Sui developers were doing. And I thought to myself, this looks like something that is like gaining a little cult following to me. Not only is it a good project in general, but they also have the community, which is pretty amazing. So,
yeah. So that team was created from, the original people from Facebook. Yep. On the Libra project, and at the same time, another project was released with some of the same people. They kind of split up, and they formed. Which one was that? What did they form? Oh, Aptos.
Oh, Aptos.
And Aptos had a immediate run, right? But Sui did not. Mm-hmm. Came up and went down. And it showed me something that usually every cycle there's like, I call it the Solana, right? That charts a certain way that could be, a front runner, in the market. And for me, it was Sui and then Tia, which Tia sucked, by the way.
What did?
Tia. TIA. Yep.
I traded that.
I still have some.
I don't have any, but I used to trade it.
Its chart pattern was very similar to Sui's. And either one could have went either way. So I was like, oh, I'm still good.
Yep. Thank you, TumbleTech. I saw that. I tipped my cap to you. Thank you. XLM is a sleeper. Do you own XLM?
I don't. No. I don't.
Hey Trey, thanks for coming in again.
I consolidated a lot into XRP. Not that I don't think it's going to do anything or I dislike it or anything. It's just that the strength in XRP cannot be denied with what we've seen during the liquidation events. And I think there's a lot of magic things that are going to happen pretty well for that. And I'm pretty sure I'll pump too, because it seems to pump when XRP pumps.
Yeah, I think it will too. Can someone let me know if XRP is above $2 yet? Yep, it's at 207.
It didn't stay under $2 long, did it?
No. No, because I think everyone has limit orders set at under $2. Although I think that if we crash again, I think we'll probably hit that 175, which is where I have a limit order set. But it's not going to stay under there that long either. You've got a lot of people waiting to buy it under $2, I think. A lot of people have been put out of the market by Jamil, who is a trader, not an investor. I think a lot of people can be flooded out of the market by a lot of different people, right? Good news, I bought it.
Especially the guy at TJ Maxx.
I love the TJ Maxx store. You know what? So is so annoying to me. Oh crap! I always forget about my hair appointments. Although I should know, because when my hair starts getting gray, then I should know that I probably have one coming up. But I always forget about it, and I always plan it right in the middle of a meeting that I planned. So because I forget about it, and I don't.
Go?
Huh? No, it's not now. I wish it was now, but it's
it
like,
looks like you need your hair did.
I do. I know.
I'm seeing that gray. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm totally gray.
I see no gray. I see that. If anything, this is gray.
There we go. I'm a natural blonde. Blonde. But it turned to gray, and then I had to dye it darker because it started to like look really gray for me. So, good news. I bought it 195 and 190. That's a good buy, Tumbltech. Do you think Bitcoin will continue to go up? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes. We just talked about Render. We both think it has potential. Just don't own it. Don't get into trouble. Cosmic, smart money, dudes. I'm waiting for 250 to reload on Render. Solani, nice to see you. So anything else we forgot about today? Oh, the TJ Maxx guy. I wish you could find him again and tell him how much that impacted you. But what I was going to say is I'm so upset because you know how the lives, like they go off after a certain amount. I lost that one. Like that live.
Oh man.
I lost the two best ones. And I'm annoyed.
What is he talking about? Well, so a couple of years, okay, mostly when I started doing content, I started making these videos. Somebody said that this was on Facebook, by the way, that I shouldn't be talking about cryptocurrency because it is a scam, and that he tells everybody that he sees and knows that it's a scam. So I'm like, really? So I ended up looking up this guy. I clicked on his little profile. He works at TJ Maxx. So I made a video saying, hey, if this guy at TJ Maxx is giving you non-financial advice not to buy crypto, and this was back when Bitcoin was like 15, 17K.
My favorite part of this story is that when I heard it the first time, I thought, oh, there's your paw. Tumbltech just sent you a paw, but you missed it.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, I know. I like that one.
Might not have seen it now, but I'll have to watch the live again. I'll see it, and then I'll be like celebrating it with you.
You'll take out a little cupcake and celebrate by yourself. But the best thing about that story is that when you were telling it, I pictured you in a TJ Maxx with your Algorand's shirt on, with a guy behind you tapping and telling you that crypto was a scam. That's not what happened.
That's not what happened.
You found that you.
I did the research on the guy, and then I made a video. That poor guy, man. Facebook is so much more personable, right?
There's a slander video out about the TJ Maxx guy, and he doesn't even know it.
He flocked my feathers, damn it! And that's when Cosmic Crypto was born. And that's when I started getting. Yeah. That's when I started getting being like, you know what? Screw everybody. I told you so.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I just think that it's funny that someone had like. Thank you. I know, I love that one.
It's always weird when you're talking, all of a sudden you start seeing it happening. And you
I know. It's on its own, but I'm not even going to say that because that will be the mishap. That will be the blooper. I was going to say something that would have ended up. So any news is viewed as a scam. Thank you so much. Hey, Money. Because the tech is exploited until regulations are enforced. Yeah, absolutely. Where'd you go?
So I needed to reset the room. This is Bullish King Tut.
Whoa, thanks, Eric.
King Tut, babe. That's crazy looking. I am Cosmic Crypto. That was King Tut.
Do it. I know. Are you resetting the room for us? This is great. Go ahead.
Yes,
I was gonna.
yes.
Sit
He's
back and
Bullish
letting you
Babe.
do it.
I'm Cosmic Crypto. If you haven't followed us before, you should follow us now. Make sure you guys, you don't have to smash the like. You know, you can gently touch it, but preferably a bunch of times. And make sure you share this out, especially to your new friends who keep telling you that, oh, I'm not going to buy crypto because it might be a scam. Or I'm not going to buy crypto because the world's burning down. So they can have exposure to us and let them know that, you know what, it may be a good idea. Because as the TJ Maxx guy found out, he stalked around and he found out.
I'm gonna get banned for you swearing on my live.
I did not swear.
What did you say? Fudge around and find out?
Fudged around and found out.
No, all right. Okay. Just Trey has like a special thing for that. He like put something in the chat to erase the last thing that you said. So I kind of need that to do with you on my live so that I don't get banned. I think you're trying to ban me now. You're out of fight. Eric, oh yeah. He just said Cosmic went into another universe.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I can't share to anybody. I have no friends, Ponke said. I doubt that. He ducked around and downed out.
Yes. Ducked around and downed out.
The guy said I gave up trying to explain to normies. Yeah, I know. It's rough, right? You try to explain so many times and then they just see it coming. And they kind of put their hand up before it gets there. You know? Normies.
You know, what's weird is that we even have cuss words. Right? I mean, at what point did we all get together and be like, oh, that word, that's a cuss word. You can't say that word or it's bad.
That's true. When did that happen?
When did that occur? I'm going to do some research.
You should do some research because, like, I would like to, if we could, I'd like to turn another word into a swear. Could we do that? Right?
What if there is no curse words? We've all been fed a lie in this matrix where things seem to happen exactly when they're supposed to happen.
Don't you think that we've been fed a lot of lies? They will work well on the brain, I think.
Where they say the world is a stage.
We're just the actors?
We're not the actors.
That was such an evil laugh.
We're definitely not the actors, but I'm pretty sure.
That was an evil laugh that you had there. That was like a very low, kind of moderate monotone laugh. Came in. The mighty.
Oh my God, we've been on this live since 3:30. Let's kill it off. It's 5 o'clock. It's Monday. It's freaking hot. I'm trying to go hop in the pool with Normie wife.
There we go. You gonna have beer in that pool?
And then maybe when I get out, the market's cooled off a little bit. Or maybe not.
So it looks like, well, I can take a look at that first before we get off and tell you where I think we're going. Might as well, right?
You can do that.
Let's see. I mean, SHIB just pumped to the trade, so thanks.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Great, your bag's up. How about everyone else's bag, please?
Everybody else's. So Bitcoin, I will say, Bitcoin right now on the 1 hour, it's in a bull flag. It just completed a bull flag. It looks like it's starting another one. We're right at a trend line that was actually support for a really long time. And that's where, so we had 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounces that created a head and shoulders. That's where we dropped below the pattern. That was that like under 103,780, which is what I said this morning in the live. That's the line we have to break definitively above and retest for me to think that we are going up right now. And so we've hung below that for quite some time. And now we are just on that line right now, guys. So if this breaks the 103,780, that is breaking that trend line that held support for a really long time. And then we broke below it. We haven't been able to get above it. If we get above it, that should tell me that we are headed up maybe to the top. There was a falling wedge on the daily, maybe to the top of the falling wedge, the top trend line. And if we break that, then we're breaking out. And that would be my sign that maybe we have some more upside here. If we could just hit the top of the pattern and come right back down. And if we do that, then we'll hit the bottom of the pattern. But right now, the 103.780, which is just broken, but not super definitively right now. I need that to break out and retest on maybe a 15-minute, and then I think we might be headed up. We'll see.
Now in English, what did you just say?
If we break 103.780, which we're at 103.8, so it's broken it. If it stays above it for a while,
that's good.
Right, or blows past it and then comes back and hits it again, and then bounces off of it, that would be what I'm looking at. I think that it will be going up at that point.
What would be bad?
What would be bad? Even if we go up like 103, let's just say we go 103.9 or even 104.2, and then we start to curve back down and we break through that 103.780 again, and now we're below it and we can't get above it again, that would be bad. I think we're headed down to the bottom of this falling wedge on the daily. That's what I think. What about the weather, babe? Takai says. I don't know. It's humid today.
Very humid. Very humid.
So that's what I think. So we're right at the point that I said this morning. If we break this, I think we're going up. If we break this, I think we're going up to, this is not financial advice, guys. It's just my TA. I think we're going up to around, let's just say like 108.8, 109 could be the target there. And then if we break that, that's where we would head up to a new all-time high, I would think.
What is the forced FOMO narrative going to be?
I'm looking to short the Bitcoin at these prices, Ponke says, back down to 96.4. I see a case for 96.4.
Perfect.
And so does Cosmic. So I see that too, Ponke. I'm waiting for this to get over this level. And if it does, then I think we may have a little bit more upside for right now. That doesn't mean that we can't double top and come back down. Any news on Matt's account? No. There's no news on Matt's account. And he's on vacation this next week too, right? I think.
They're killing us all off.
My one, guys. Are you bullish on TJ Maxx? I am.
No.
He's not bullish because he doesn't like the guy from TJ Maxx.
Oh, but yeah, their stuff is cool though. Plus, I never pay full price for stuff. I always bargain shop.
Me too. I buy a lot of stuff on eBay.
I do my crypto too, though.
See? Yeah, I'll find something that I like, and then I find it for cheaper because I hate to pay full price because I'm in fashion and I know what the margins are. So I refuse to pay.
You'll find that people actually have money are very frugal with their money.
Why wouldn't they be, right? Takai, on that note, I wish you all a good day and night for me. Takai, thank you so much. Thank you for always being in here.
Thank you for the crazy-ass gifts, bro. Holy crap. Amazing. Stunning every time.
The more money you save, the more crypto you have, Oz says. Absolutely. I make my clothes using Ugandan cotton, Ponke says. Nice. Check my TikTok about charity shops in UK. Nearly as funny as Cosmic. I will check that out for sure. Guys, thank you all for being here. We had 72 people in the live for like a long time.
Live.
For over 60, which is really good. Thank you guys for sharing it out and for all the heart me's, for all the gifts. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time on Cosmic's channel. Have a good night, guys. Thanks.
Bye. Thanks for coming, guys.